Hello, Senior Stoner fan. Just the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, when you enjoy today's video, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I'll reply to all the comments. This is an important topic because motivation, especially motivation that you give yourself, is critically important to your life. How do you get out of bed? You got to be motivated to get out of bed. What if you have pain? You got to be motivated to get past that pain. So it's not easy to motivate yourself. Most people know how to get out of bed. They know that drill. But you know what? It's very hard. So you just got to start. And there's a reason that we've heard it a million times. It can work wonders. You got to start here. You don't need a reason or analysis to understand or rationalize that you need to do something. We need to deal with the negative feelings afterwards at the right time. Instead, try to settle aside all the negative things and thoughts and simply start whatever you're going to do. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. So obviously, you're looking at that big, insurmountable wall of problems we've got. Break those things down into small steps. Remember, the simplest things done well work the best. You can't do everything at once. That's why painters paint one brushstroke at a time. You've also got to create a feeling of gratitude, because a lot of times when you're looking for self-motivation or trying to motivate yourself, you're in a rut. You start out below level. So sometimes it feels impossible to motivate yourself. So before you try to even do it, take a step back. Appreciate how you feel. Because when you appreciate yourself, it's a lot easier to stay motivated. One of the quickest ways, in fact, to feel good about yourself, simply to practice gratitude. It's almost entirely possible to feel low and grateful at the same time. Think about it. So practice that gratitude. Write it down. It can be anything, from your morning cup of coffee to the pet you love or the chair that's your favorite chair. What are the things you're grateful for? What do you have gratitude for? I've got a bunch. And because procrastination is a problem and it's easy to beat yourself up for, most people speak to themselves in a mean way. That's right. So if you notice yourself speaking harshly to yourself, try to speak to yourself kindly instead. How would you like someone else to speak to you? Well, that's how you got to speak to yourself, because we deserve our own kindness. We have an inherent value. So don't allow ourselves to come and be negative to ourselves. Be constructive. Mistakes are an incredible opportunity to learn and improve. When we commit one, we should ask ourselves, why did I make the mistake, and how can I avoid making the same mistake in the future? If we do that and act on what we learn, we'll turn mistakes into opportunities. What do you think about that? So that's being constructive. Well, we all have a lot to do in our life. Maybe what we've got to do is trim the to-do list down and organize our tasks and focus on what's truly important. You're going to find yourself, like everyone, struggling to feel motivated. So cut that list down to a more manageable size, and each day, choose no more things than you think you can do. Think about it. Set attainable goals that excite you. That's how you're going to click off those things that you've done. If you've got a goal that feels too big or unattainable, it can make you feel crippled with anxiety and fear. That's a way to lose motivation. So now we've got to let go of the things that paralyze us and choose exciting enough goals to help motivate ourselves, but nothing so big and awesome that we freeze when we face it. Well, change has to happen. I mean, imagine our future if there was no change. Okay, what would life be like with no change? So reflect how far you've come. You're making change and not even knowing it. How often do you take that short pause? Probably never. So we have to start giving ourselves credit for the growth we've come through already. Take some time, close your eyes, remember your successes, whatever they were, if they're small, if they're medium-sized, if they're large. Relive them, feel them. And if you do it often, it'll help you fuel your personal development, because we've always got to remind ourselves of our why. And most people keep coming up with answers until they find the ones that keep them staying motivated. Well, distractions hurt also. It's the enemy of focus. So if you want to stay motivated, somehow you want to minimize, if not entirely eliminate, distraction. If you commit 100% to whatever you're doing, you can do it. Remember, nothing comes for free in this world. If you want something, you've got to give something in return. Time, effort, hard work. How about emotional discomfort? We've talked about this often on how decluttering and tidying up can help. Even this desk, I've cleared up quite a bit from what it used to be. Even behind us, the assortment of all these things is neater and cleaner and more organized than it's been in the past. And you know what? It's helped me feel better about my studio. It's not messy and cluttered. Well, do you have a routine? There's an old saying, you are what you eat. Well, guess what? You are what you experience all day. It's not just the food, it's what you listen to, music, podcasts, TV, social media. So if you're finding it challenging to motivate yourself, mix things up a bit. How about listening to motivational videos? How about books that inspire? These can help freshen up and energize, and frankly, motivate you to find new things and new ideas you never thought existed. You can ask family and friends to help. You can follow people who inspire you and you aspire to be like. That might motivate you. Listen to upbeat songs. I sing constantly. Ask Mrs. Stoner. My tone's not right, but I give it my best shot. You have the power and the potential to be a wonderful person. We have the power and the potential to be a wonderful person and feel good about ourselves and be motivated for the next day and the next thing that's going to happen. So we've got to increase our power and our potential, and that will increase our motivation. It's going to be tough. It can be more challenging even to stay motivated than to get motivated. But you know what? You can do it. Hardest part of finding motivation is starting the search, so start now. A lot of times people say, where will I find motivation? Look in the mirror. What do we do when we got none? Well, you don't have to find it on your own. If you're stuck and you're preoccupied with negative energy, ask your friends, ask colleagues, ask associates, neighbors to help you talk you through your goals. You don't have to talk to anyone right now. You don't have to do it. There are a lot of inspirational personalities out there online that can help you, who share their wisdom. You see, just like I try to do, we try to make other people not go through the same troubles that we do. That's why I do this. I don't know why other people do this. It might be the same reason. So what I'm trying to help everybody do today is motivate themselves. Just by watching this video, you were motivated to do something. You were motivated to click that button and watch this video. I am now motivated to take a hit, a dab with you all, because self-motivation is a very important part of my life. It's a very important part of my life. I don't have a lot of people in the world around me. I have Mrs. Stoner, but I don't have a lot of people in the world around me telling me I'm a great person. So I've got to build up myself, and I've got to constantly say to myself through my pain that I'm a good person, if not a great person. Remember, you can do it. Motivation. You're self-motivated. You don't have to rely on anybody, but if you do, it's okay. You know what to do if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. It looks like the dab train is rolling. Let's get aboard. Cheers. And please, please be motivated to do whatever it is that you like to do. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for being here with the Real Senior Stoner. Cheers, everyone.